What's going on, guys? Cameron here with the Lawn Care Life in Mowssouri, and here is the new addition to the Grassmaster Lawn Service Company here in Mowssouri. Let's check out these Ferris Z3X mowers, and let me just share with you guys what I've experienced so far on the Stander mowers. So for the past 15 years, I've been using strictly Toro mowers. Have 3 of them. Ended up switching to the Ferris Z3X last year, and I loved it so much I ended up getting a new Ferris Z3X for this season. So let me share with you guys real quick what I really like about the Stander mowers. So I picked up this Ferris Z3X last year, brand new, put 600 hours on it last season, so I put a lot of hours on it. I can share with you guys the pros, the cons. I'm really super comfortable with this machine, and that's why I went out and bought a new Ferris Z3X. So first off, it has the Vanguard 37 horsepower EFI engine, 61-inch deck, and this thing is a machine, man. I'm telling you, it's a beast. It has a very wide stance. If you check it out from behind, you're going to be able to tell that the width of the tires, it's super wide stance. So what that means is it's going to hold hills a whole lot better than your other mowers that are maybe a little bit more narrow. Also, the back tires are super wide as well. So a lot going on from that standpoint. You know, hanging hills and getting in areas where you can't get with your sit-down mower. I'm going to show you guys real quick this mower, and we'll just go over it with you. So I went to the GIE Expo 2 years in a row. I had a lot of companies come up to me and talk to me about these torsion bars, whatever you want to call them, these bars that allow the deck to articulate a little bit, swivel, if you will, back and forth, you know, and contour to the ground or the grass that you're cutting. A lot of companies talked about, you know, these bars, how inconvenient they were, how, you know, it's just something else to break or go down. I've had 0 problems with these bars. Second thing is, a lot of companies talking about how the way the deck tilts or rocks back and forth, contouring the ground. A lot of companies also bash the Ferris Z3X and said it scalps a lot. I don't know where those other companies are taking these mowers, but I'm going to be honest with you guys. I put 600 hours on this machine. I have never scalped a yard with it at all. So if you guys want to believe that it scalps a lot from those torsion bars and articulating deck, it's just simply not true. And another thing, with all the torsion bars and all the extra that's added on to this mower compared to maybe a traditional, you know, mower, everything is covered under warranty. You don't have to worry about it. If something breaks or goes down, they're going to get you back up and running. So I actually had another company say they don't cover this, but that's false. They actually do cover all of the suspension system and everything that that entails. So if something does go down under warranty, they're going to get you covered, they're going to get you back up and running. But like I said, 0 issues so far. Now the cool thing about this machine, it has the oil guard system by Vanguard. You can go 500 hours between oil changes. I didn't take it 500 hours. I changed it every 250 hours. So I stayed on top of the oil change, and I didn't let it go as long as they recommended. But you definitely have a peace of mind knowing that this thing is capable of going at least 500 hours. If I were you, you know, that's just me, my preference, but I change the oil a little bit more often than recommended. Try to increase the longevity of the engine and make sure you know, everything is taken care of. Now on the Toro mowers, I was constantly using the deck foot assist to raise the deck up and down to prevent scalping the lawns. This has the deck lift right here, so you just raise it up and down. I thought it was going to be an issue. I thought it was going to be too heavy to raise and lower all day long, cutting that grass and making sure I didn't scalp anything. If I go over anything, you know, I didn't want to scalp the lawns, so I thought it'd be an issue raising that up and down the whole day. But I quickly found out with the Ferris Z3X, you don't have to raise the deck up and down when you're going down, you're spinning around, you're coming back. On the Toro, I always raised it up and down constantly. With this and this way the suspension works and the way the deck kind of contours to the ground, I never raise the deck up and down anymore. I found myself mowing down, and when I come back and mow back this way, I just swing the mower around, come back. Don't even have to touch the deck lift. So the only way, or the only reason I use the deck lift is to change the deck height. And you know, I thought it would be a super huge problem, For me, I thought it was something I'd have to get used to, but really, honestly, I don't even use it to, you know, to prevent scalping. This deck does it on its own, prevents the scalping. You swing that mower around, you go around something, up over something, you don't have to worry about scalping the lawn. So I'm definitely thankful for that. Now, let's check out some other features. Like I said before, super wide stance. So if you look at the edge, there's just a little bit of deck overhang. I'm gonna say, just eyeing it from here, about 4 inches or so. Hanging over on that side of the tire. Over here on the right side, there's actually maybe an inch or two. You can't really see it in the camera well, but it's about an inch or two hanging over on this side of the tire. But super wide stance, so it's gonna give you a lot of stability, and it's gonna hold those hills a whole lot better. I took this tray off right here, this cover off, to show you guys where the hydro gears were at. If you go to change the oil in the hydro pumps, it's super easy to get to. Just take a couple of bolts off, and there are your filters. Get in there, undo the filter, 2 filters, 1 for each pump, and that's super easy to change, so it's nothing complicated. It's not gonna be hard to do, and I'm super thankful just for the convenience of some of these features on here. Something else that I really like, you have this cap on the end of the oil hose, oil drain hose, and you have this little valve. You turn the valve, open the valve up, take the cap off. Once you do that, you're ready to change the oil. You really, honestly, don't even have to have any tools to change the oil. They make it super easy. The filter goes here, twist this, pull the filter straight out, and put the new filter in, new oil in. So they've made that super convenient for you guys. Now let's get down here and check out the discharge chute. I have a cover over here because I have the mulch kit on. I bought this mower brand new, put the mulch kit on day 1, and I ran this all season long. It works really well, and it's done a really good job mulching up the grass, mulching up the leaves. So if you guys are interested in checking out the mulch kit, Ferris Z3X does offer a really good mulch kit for use all season long. Now, if there's one thing that I could change on the Ferris Z3X, and that would be the clearance when jumping curbs. Now, a lot of my curbs, I can jump it just fine, but if the curb's a little taller, the grass is a little bit below it, it does have problems. Actually, there are some curbs that I can jump fine with the Toro Z Master or the Toro, you know, sit-down mowers, but this thing right here, it just won't even jump the curbs. You'll jump it, you'll get high centered back here in the back where your foot platform's at. There's a bar under there, and you'll be stuck. So if there's one thing I could change on the Ferris Z3X, it would be a little bit of clearance. I mean, it doesn't need much. Half inch would probably be fine, and I'd be able to jump all the curbs that I have to jump with the Ferris Z3X. But right now, the way it's set up, I'm just not able to do that. So if you guys are looking for a really good stand-on mower, check out the Ferris Z3X. I think you guys will be impressed. I think you guys will be, you know, I don't know, man. I'm super impressed with them. I'm just going to tell you that. You know, you may want the other brands for the stand-on mowers, but really it all comes down to dealer support. If you have a really good dealer that sells a particular brand, hey, I would go with that. If you have a good Ferris dealer in town, definitely check out the Ferris Z3X. Whatever you try, whatever you use this season though, or in seasons to come, just make sure you're backed up by good dealer support. We have a really, really good Ferris dealer here in town. They take care of us, they get us back up and running if anything were to happen, and you know, they're there for us after the sale. So that's really important. You can buy the best mower out there, but when it goes down, and it will at one point or another, you need to get that machine back up and running so you're making money and it's not costing you money. So I tell guys all the time, when you're shopping for a new mower, I'm, you know, seriously digging the Ferris Z3X, but for you guys, that might not be an option if you don't have a Ferris dealer around. Don't just go out and buy a Z3X because everybody else is doing it or everybody else likes it. If you have good dealer support though, I guarantee you can't go wrong. Anyways guys, thanks for watching this short video. I'm Cameron with the Lawn Care Life in Mowssouri. Hey, hope you guys have a blessed day, and as always, God provides.